It's just the twisted nature of the compound makes this chiral, and I've drawn its enantiomer on the right. Sometimes it's very difficult to determine the RNS configuration of spiral compounds. The easiest way, if you want to identify the RNS configuration of this compound, is to assign the A groups sort of diagonal and then the B groups diagonal. So if here's A, the A prime has to come here, and then this side is B, so the B prime is here, and the same goes for the side too. Just try and put the A and B on your side. So this side is B, so follow that track, and then this side is A. That's the side pointing towards me, and the side pointing away from me, and this is the side that is in the plane of the board. Okay, arranging the priority groups like this makes it easy to assign the RNS configuration for spiral compounds. Okay, so we have a spiral compound. This side is pointing towards EU, and this side is pointing away, and this is in the plane. For spiral compounds, just my procedure is to look at the side that's pointing towards you, and that so this side pointing towards you goes up, and then this side goes down, and then this side, if you're looking at this side, then this will be towards your right, this will be pointing towards your left. Okay, and you can call this side A, and call this side B, and the primes are diagonal for spiral compounds because of the twist. So this side is all carbon, so it's low in priority. This side has a structure joint, so it will be higher priority. And this side has a structure joint, so side is all carbon. Okay, so arrange them like this, up, down, right, left, and then since we started looking at the side, we have to use the diagonals to check our starting point, and then of this, and this is the lowest priority, so let's start from here and then move towards here and here, which side is the highest priority, which is here. So from low in a certain point to high on the other group, and this will give us an arrow. again, this is a mirror image of this. So this side should correspond to this side. So if here is B, we have to label here B. And this will be A. And then this side is B prime. So this and then we are looking at this from here to here. So A is up, B is down, low, high, and then if you're looking at it this way, then A prime will be on my right and B prime will be on my left. This side is low, this side is low, this side is high. So from the lowest side of the in and out, which is A, I have to go towards the higher side of the planar one, so which is B prime. So this side going this way is counterclockwise, and it says, so this is so that is how we assign for spiral compounds. Let's try this with specific examples. So the shaded side is the side that's pointing directly at me in the camera. And then this side is the side that's pointing away from me. And this side is in the plane. So let's try and assign the RNS configuration for this compound. Now if I'm assign here A and then put A prime down here. So this B, put a B prime. Okay. Now we only need to follow the side that is pointing at us and the side that is pointing away from us, because this is just in the plane, so we just have to assign them based on those that are pointing in and out. So let's see, now this side here has bromine, so this side is higher in priority than this side. So this is L for lower priority, and this side is the one that will be pointing towards you. The side that's pointing towards you goes to the top. Or follow, and then we for higher priority. There's 2. And then this side has a meta group, so let's give it much higher priority over this side. So in every case, just follow the side that is pointing at you and use that to assign the RNS configuration. So the L and H are for each side, which side is higher in priority and which side is lower in priority for each side. So for this side, the B side has higher priority because that's a bromine, and then the A side has a lower priority. For this side, the B prime side has higher priority, and the A prime side has a lower priority. Now again, we are going to focus on the side that is pointing in and out and use that to assign the RNS configuration. Now we have to start with the lower priority and go to the higher priority. So this, we have to move towards this direction, and that gives us an S, which is counterclockwise direction. Okay. So this is very, very important. Now let me draw its isomer. So that's like I'm drawing the mirror image of this one. Okay. Again, follow the same procedure. Put the A side, if the A side was pointing towards you in the other side, use the same arrangement for this. Okay, let's see how. So again, I need to follow the side that's pointing towards me and the side that's pointing away from me. So the side that's pointing towards me is again A. Side that's pointing away from me. And then this is BH. Okay, and then this is so again we need to follow the vertical axis to determine the RNS configuration, because that is the side that we started with. Over here we are not looking at this way or that way. You're just looking at something pointing directly at you. So this side is the top, then this side is down below right here. And then after arranging this like this, we need to start from the vertical and then follow which direction gives us the lower to higher direction. So this is the lower direction going to the higher direction. So this is clockwise and therefore this is R. So that's how we assign configurations for spiral compounds. It's a little tricky, or trickier than what we've been doing previously. So here you need to assign the groups in diagonal fashion. So previously we put all the A groups on one side and all the B groups on one side, but here, because of its twisted nature, you have to put the same letter groups in a diagonal fashion and then put the other letter groups on the other diagonal fashion, and then follow the groups throughout all the structures for each enantiomer that you draw, and you get the answer for a spiral compound. Okay, this is spiral compound. So let's assign another RNS configuration. Let's call this A. Let's call this A prime. Let's call it B. Okay. This sulfur in this group, so this is higher priority. This is lower priority. This is higher. This is lower. So this is sulfur in this metal group. So side is higher priority. Here is all carbons. So let's see. We are looking at it this way. So the side is pointing at me, and therefore the side goes looking at it this way, that means this. And then I have to choose, since I started looking at this from here, I have to choose here and here which one is the lower priority and go towards either this or this, which one is the highest priority. So this is counterclockwise. So this looks like the mirror of this one. So this side is H. looking at the molecule that's pointing at me. Then this be on my right side. This be on my left side. Okay. So I'm looking at the molecule, the side pointing towards me. So I have to use this axis to determine the direction of my harness, and of these two, this is lower. So this two, this is higher, so lower to higher. This is so this is alright. So the L and the H stands for which group on the either side has higher priority, which side is lower priority. And then again, which group on either side is higher, which groups of here has sulfur, so it's higher than this one. Again, the same thing. Alright. So this is a spiral compound. Again, I'm trying to determine its RNS configuration. So I'm going to check out the side that's pointing towards me and then the side pointing away from me. So let's call this A and then the side B and then diagonals. And then this is oxygen, so it's higher. Oxygen, so it's lower. Higher, it's lower. So the side that has elements or groups that are higher in molecular weight, obviously higher in priority. And then let's read them. Now I have to use the side that is pointing towards me to check the direction for my RNS configuration. So this side pointing towards me, put it at the top. This side. Okay. So if I'm looking at it this way, this side pointing towards me and this side pointing away, and this is in the plane, I will see B left and then A prime will be on my right. Just looking at it this way. I have to use this because this watch side I started with. So this and this is the lower priority, so I have to start with a B and go towards here or here, which one has higher priority. So from the lower to the higher priority. So this is so always just move towards one direction and start from the axis that you are looking at first. So this mirror image, this area size should be comparable. So this side is H, and this side is B prime. This side is B prime. Okay. So let's see. So if I'm looking at it this way, then the B prime, which should be on my right side. So I need to use this and this lower priority to priority. So this is a nice So we always start from the side pointing at you, put it to the top, and then side away goes down, and then try and check which side in the plane goes to left and right. And then after that, just assign based on which outer groups pointing at you is the lower priority. Start from there and then go towards which one in the plane is higher priority, and that will give you your RNS